I just want to say a few things about entrepreneurship. I think entrepreneurship is something very dear to my heart, and I've done three interesting things in my life from entrepreneurship point of view. One story, or success story, is building project when I was monk in township, building school and clinic and job creation projects. So building a very successful community development project from nothing, just from an idea, to 100 million rands in 5 years. So from nothing, just from an idea to 100 million rands. The second story was Regenesys again, just from nothing, just from an idea to 200 million rands business in 5 years again. And third story was investments and trading stock market again, from nothing to 100 million rands in 5 years. Okay. Now, what I've learned in order to achieve your dream or goal or whatever your project is or business is, the first thing and the most important thing is to have a dream, to have a big goal. Because without dream, nothing happens. Without dream, we cannot get direction in life, we cannot get inspiration, we cannot get passion. So it's important to have a big dream, because big dreams, they inspire us, they stretch us, they generate passion and all those nice things which are required for success. If you look at in this world, everything starts with a big dream or an idea in someone's mind, and then that idea becomes reality. And that's what I learned as a monk. What you think you become. So if you think small, you become small. If you think big, you become big. And if you think mediocre, you become mediocre. So dream is so important, and we need to be brave to think big and to dream big. The second thing, once we have this dream, is very simple. We need to realize that we have a power inside of us. That power is within us. That's what I've learned as a monk, and which I applied in business world, and which really worked very well. So each of us has amazing power. In each of us, there's a genius, there's a greatness, there's a divinity, there's God, whatever you believe in. And we need to utilize that power inside of us to achieve that dream. And it's really about hard work and being passionate and not giving up. I always in my life had attitude: I don't accept no for an answer. I don't accept failure. And I had an attitude in my life always: I'll rather die than fail. And the last thing I want to talk to you from my own experience is about fear. Okay, what I realized this potential we have, this greatness, this talent we have, is blocked by our own fear. So life is very much about breaking fear and breaking these self-limiting beliefs, that we have inside of us. So really, enemy is inside of us, And to be successful in life, I always say, it's not outside. Success is not outside. You don't need to have rich, parents or access to bank or win lottery or have a degree from Oxford or, win B deal or something. Those are all external things. And real success and greatness and power inside of us. And we need to utilize that greatness to achieve that, And we need to work on breaking our own fears, So it's really about perseverance, And each of us can persevere. Each of us can be passionate, Each of us, can be compassionate, Each of us can be humble. And those are all qualities and values that each of us has, If you can utilize them in business world, then really everything is possible, And I've done it in my own life, and not once, several times. And I'm sure each of you can achieve the same things, We need to be brave. We need to take risks, We need to live fully. We need to break our own fears, our own self-limiting beliefs, We need to push our own boundaries of comfort and go into unknown, and we'll discover that amazing things are possible, Okay.
And listening to Marko, without repeating everything that he has said, he has said a few things, but I just want to maybe emphasize a few things which I can relate with, and maybe then add a few. As far as the dream, yes, maybe I experienced it slightly different when I started out, and he also referred to fear. So maybe two things that I want to touch on. Yeah, maybe when I started out, had the fear for failure, the fear that I will not survive. And maybe there's some of you sitting here that have that same situation, or you experience the same. First thing we think we have to provide for a potential wife one day and for a family. Hot girlfriend, that's just a joke. But coming back to the dream, I would like to just combine that by something that I think for me was the big driver, and that is to really be a hard worker. I can never overemphasize the value of hard work. So I don't think we must disregard where we start. And we need to start, and maybe that can be an encouragement for some of you that not sitting on 2-3 million rand start. So maybe half of you sitting here, sitting on a nice start, half not. I had to start with 20,000 rands worth of stock that my brother gave me from his shop that he had in George. I haven't paid him back yet, but he hasn't asked for it yet. If you read the Bible, Paul said, if you don't work, you cannot eat. Look at the ants and be wise. That is also principles that I'm not ashamed of sharing with you. So, and it also, and maybe the third and most important one is there's a promise there, what you sow, you will reap. And I can testify of that promise, and not only in material terms, but also in many other terms. Be it your horses winning, your children doing well at school, or being at good health, just being a good citizen and being good standing with your fellow citizens, that is also a blessing.
There are 7 billion brilliant, creative people in the world. So nobody has a lock on ideas or creativity or anything like that. I learned, fortunately, at a very, very early age, that patience is one of the most important virtues that anybody can have. Don't be in a hurry. You've got a period where you're going to be on this planet, and there's lots of time. Don't be in a hurry. You have to spend your time developing your own character, if I might put it that way, because each of us have got a brain. Now, a lot of people rent that brain to other people, and they let other people control their mind. But actually, whatever anybody ever does to you, you are in control of your own mind. And one of the things that you have to do if you want to be successful is you have to ask yourself, what is your philosophy, your personal philosophy in life? What kind of traits of character are important for you to develop? These are amongst the most important questions you can ask yourself. So my advice is, be ready. Get yourself ready, because that's a personal decision you can make. You can condition your mind. Try and be an eternal student. Try and learn from all the experiences that you go through.